Hey guys, welcome back to Ace Cafe Bikes. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to get caught up on replacing the pads on that rear brake. I'm not going to talk too long, I'm just going to introduce the video because I've recorded these videos such a long time ago that as you can see, I'm trying to hide the bike a little bit. We're way ahead of where the bike sits now in real time compared to where we were in those videos, but I thought I'd try to give a little bit better connection, better introduction, and a little bit more intuitive feel for what these videos are. So here we go. This video is coming out on Wednesday. This is going to be the last week of the rapid release videos that we're having. After this, we're just going to be doing videos on Wednesday and Friday, and probably do that for a couple of weeks, where the videos will start being released just on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that when we get kind of caught up. Kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek. The seat is gone right now, and one of my big things about this build has been I want to be able to make this so it can still be a two-person rider with the original seat, which is over there, and like a racing cowl, where it's a single seat and then a cowl in the back. And anyway, I don't want to give too much away, but that's kind of where I am in the process right now. Today, brake calipers. Hope you enjoy. All right, so we're going to take a look at the rear brake placing the pads. As you can see, they are pretty shot compared to a new set. So this is obviously the old one, new one. Shouldn't be too difficult to put back together. I had to replace these anyway, but we took it all the way apart to, disconnect it from the bike, because when I was putting the tires and stuff on, I depressed the rear brake, and with it being depressed without the pad in it, without the disc in it, it went beyond what the thickness of the disc was, and so I had to relieve the pressure, expand it back out. Anyway, so we're gonna just put these back in. We have a spacer. I think the only challenge to this is gonna be trying to hold all of this stuff together. And then we have the other brake disc, and then the other spacer. And then we have a mounting rod we're going to stick in. That just slides through both pieces. And you can see if you can rotate that. See how there's a receiving slot in there. It's just a little tricky. There. So then it just needs to go into there. Okay? All the way. And then I'll use a pen here. Push that in. See, there's a little hole in it, which is what a cotter key is going to go through and hold that together. So just press that in. Done. And then just the same on the other side. Press, push this in, kind of get that aligned to the top. A little cotter key. Press it in. Done. Okay, now there's plenty of gap. Then we have these aligners. And these they go underneath and hold pressure. I'm gonna have to do that off camera, I think, but basically see how this clip faces the outside. Okay, so that's gonna go underneath there. Think I can get it? underneath the rod. No, I'm gonna have to get a pair of pliers. But I get my fingers out of there. Essentially what we need to do, if it was hanging, see, now we just need to pull a little pressure out, and so that this rides over the top of the brake. I'm gonna pause the video for a moment. I'm gonna get a set of pliers and we'll do that. But once it's done, this is done, I can go back on the bike. Okay, so we've got the all back together. Got the tension on the brake pads themselves. Push them back. Okay, you can see how much of an opening we have now. That'll certainly go over the disc. Now I just need to reassemble the brake. Well, a sucky thing happened. I videotaped this, putting it all back together, and I went to watch it and somehow my fat fingers deleted it. So at any rate, I'll just show how this all went back together, even though it is back together. First thing that we did was we slid the brake caliper over the disc. We got that in. Put the banjo bolt back on so that we have the brake line coming to it. These two bolts right here, this one and this one, are 14mm bolts that mount the caliper to a mounting a plate, I guess we'll call it, that's tied in through the axle. So this kind of rotates a little bit, trying to get this alignment right. This mounting brake here, mounting rod, holds the assembly in so it doesn't spin with this for some reason, because this since this slides through the axle, just having it mounted to this, it literally could spin around. So then this ties that together, making this whole unit solid. Put the cotter pin in that to hold this. We also then tighten up the axle and then cotter pin that as well. So everything should be nice and tidy. The last thing that we need to do to this is bleed the brakes, since we lost all the fluid. Taking this out and trying to expand the disc pads. So anyway, sorry we didn't get to see all that put back together. I'll be more careful, trying not to delete this one, but I think that'll do it for the brakes.